Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the City of Farmers Branch regular City Council meeting. It is Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. The time is 6:01 p.m. We will begin our meeting today with our invocation and pledge of allegiance, which will be led by Councilmember Baumgartner.
Would you please stand and bow your head with me? Dear Lord, we invite you into this chamber tonight as we consider the work that you have prepared for us. We pray for a spirit of unity. We also ask for your protection for our first responders, our city employees, and our citizens. We praise you for all the blessings you have bestowed upon our city and our citizens, and we pray all of this in the name of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. If you join me in the pledge, I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
and the Texas pledge. Honor the Texas
flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. So next is our ceremonial items. E1 is considering accepting a donation in the amount of $1,200 to fund a park bench in memory of Sarah Ellis Davenport and take appropriate action. So on April 4, 2020, Sarah passed away, and Sarah's family would like to present the city with a check in the amount of $1,200 to fund a City in the Park bench in her honor. The family has requested for the bench to be placed near the pedestrian bridge south of City Hall. They will provide a plaque to commemorate her life in the park she so loved and spent time in. And, on behalf of the city council and city staff, we want to thank you and your family for your generous donation, the donation of $1,200, which will be used to fund the purchase and installation of the City in the Park bench at Gussie Field Waterworth Park. It's hopefully going to be accepted, and with deep gratitude, we just hope that you and your loved ones find comfort in knowing that Sarah will be remembered and honored for many years to come at a place she found so much joy in. With that, I will make a motion to approve the $1,200.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Norwood. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passes unanimously. Again, thank you so much, and saddened for your loss. But hopefully her memory will live on with the bench. Would you like to say a few words? You may, if you like. Just thank you.
Thank you very much. Sarah loved the park, and she loved Farmers Branch. And thank you so much for all y'all doing. And Urbana has been very helpful.
Thank you again. Truly appreciate it. E2 is the presentation of the 2020 DFW Directors Association Excellence in Arts and Entertainment Programming Award to the Parks and Recreation Department. I think we have some pictures to show, but I don't know if we can get them up there since Mike's on the screen. The Parks and Recreation Department Special Event Team has been awarded the 2020 DFW Directors Association Excellence in Arts and Entertainment Programming Award for their role in producing Denton Drive Live. The DFW's Directors Association is an association of parks and recreation directors in the Metroplex that meet to review trends in the industry, exchange ideas, and discuss solutions to prevailing issues in the DFW area. One of the yearly awards presented by the organization is the Excellence in Art and Entertainment Award that recognizes innovation, leadership, and vision in providing arts, culture, and entertainment in a community. Denton Drive Live is the outdoor concert series that delivered live entertainment the second Saturday beginning in April and commencing in September. The concert series showcased bands from across the state, bringing the best in rock, country, salsa, Texas swing, rockabilly, pop, disco, and funk. Although COVID restrictions postponed the first date scheduled to be held at the Grove at Mustang Station, the Special Events Division was determined to provide a safe environment for the public to experience an outdoor concert. Several options were explored, resulting in the relocation of the remaining events to the Historical Park, which provided a safe, family-friendly setting that allowed music lovers to take in and enjoy this new concert series. And, it also goes one step further that it wasn't just relocating the events. At the beginning of COVID, I know staff work, extra hard to find ways to provide this concert series online as well and through Facebook so that people could enjoy those concert series as well. I think I remember the first one was the Johnny Cash that we were able to provide to the community. And so we're just so grateful for your efforts, your innovation, and the way that you were able to, help us find some joy, during a time when we couldn't gather, and just doing so in a very safe way. So with that, I don't know if it's Jeff. Yes, it is. Who wore a suit? So, Jeff, I'll let you come up and say a few words before I hand the award over.
Hi, I'm Jeff Fairchild, Special Events Manager here for the City of Farmers Branch. With me, a team member here, Sandy Carter, and Megan Bernard, also on our team. Just went home from the hospital, her new baby boy, so she could not be with us tonight. But we want to thank you so very much. It's hard to imagine, less than a year ago, we came to you guys with this idea, this concept, and it's been not even a year, and you supported us because it involved transitioning from an event that we had been doing and felt the timing was right to move in another direction, and we thank you for that support. And we had a challenging year, but we were able to pull off several of the events, and we're just pleased, and thank you so much for this award. We are now entering our season 2 and booking the bands now, so this event, this series is taking off, and again, thank you so much. It's an honor. We have a great team, our Parks Department, they're here tonight, and Rachel and Michael Mashburn, our director, lots of support, but it starts with you guys, and thank you again.
So it says DFW Directors Association 2020 Arts and Entertainment Award, Class 2, Denton Drive Live, City of Farmers Branch, and help me in recognizing our team here for this award. E3 is the presentation of the DFW's Directors Association 2020 Award to Bonnie Newman for Distinguished Professional. So Bonnie Newman, Historical Cultural Specialist at the Farmers Branch Historical Park, was awarded the 2020 Distinguished Professional Award from the DFW Directors Association. During her tenure, Bonnie has cultivated phenomenal programs, activities, and events designed to blend modern and contemporary elements with traditional historic themes. By taking this unique approach to programming, the Farmers Branch Historical Park has enjoyed record attendance levels by tapping into a new segment that had never been to the park before. One such example of Bonnie's creativity was her unique approach to serving the community during the COVID-19 pandemic. Bonnie partnered with the Girl Scouts of America and MetroCrest Services to create 100 birthday party in-a-box kits that contained all of the essentials needed for a party. Kits were delivered to families in need to help brighten their spirits in an otherwise somber time. Bonnie also found a way to hold youth programming when most cities were canceling theirs. The Sold Out Girls Make History Camp held in July is one such example. The program followed the most stringent of safety guidelines and was delivered without a single incident. And Bonnie's just been a wonderful asset to the city, not only in your time working over at the rec center, but transitioning over to the historical park. And we're just grateful for your leadership, your innovation, and what you bring to the city, because what you provide creates so much joy for so many, and the way you've been able to expand our reach is just phenomenal, as stated here, and we just can't wait to see what you do in the future. And so I'd like to go ahead and invite you up so everyone can see you and the wonderful team that gets it done. Of course.
I just have a couple of words to say. Thank you. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you very much for the recognition of this award. I am truly humbled and honored to receive it. I am successful because of the strong team that I am privileged to work with at the Historical Park, including Hillary Kidd, the Historical Park Manager, Kim Chapman, our Historical Park Coordinator, Tony Derrick, our Historical Park Maintenance and Landscape Technician, and Lauren Prengler, who is our Historical Park attendant. Our team believes in each other and supports one another with everything we do. When we sit down to plan activities at the park for the coming year, everyone brings their ideas and thoughts to the table. After much discussion, we map out and fill in our calendar with proven programs, along with new exciting ones. The possibilities are endless for the historical park. I am very proud and blessed to be part of this team. And again, thank you for this fantastic award.
So, the DFW Directors Association 2020 Distinguished Professional Award, Class 2, Bonnie Newman, City of Farmers Branch. Help me again in recognizing Bonnie. E4 is presentation from the DFW Directors Association 2020 Award to Rachel Arroyo for excellence in mentoring. Rachel began her career with the City of Farmers Branch in December of 2014 as a supervisor at the Farmers Branch Aquatics Center. She was promoted in May of 2016 to aquatics manager and then received a second promotion in April of 2019 to her current position as recreation superintendent. Since arriving in the City of Farmers Branch, Rachel has formally mentored 8 employees, with 6 of those mentees earning promotions of their own. Rachel has demonstrated a genuine passion for growing and developing her team, which she exhibits daily through the 3 C's: coaching, counseling, and cheerleading. Rachel is continuing looking for opportunities to encourage, share her knowledge and skills, assist with the growth of her team, and inspire them to step outside of their comfort zones to excel. A comment from one of Rachel's mentees sums it up best when she said, "Rachel has become a source of wisdom, teaching, and support for me. Her mentorship has helped me personally and professionally. Her guidance and leadership will have a positive, lasting effect on my life today and years to come." So, Rachel, if you want to come forward, I've gotten the chance to know you since, I think when you started, I was on the Parks Board. But, just watching you grow within the city, the ideas and the leadership that you've brought to our community, it's just been a wonderful experience getting to know you and watch you advance our city, especially in the world of aquatics and recreation. And we're just thankful to have you as part of the team. And this award, couldn't be more deserved. So, I'd like to say a few words.
I would just like to commend my staff. Without their passion and learning, or without their passion for learning, I wouldn't be accepting this award I'm getting today. Honestly, investing into them and investing my time into them is for the betterment of our department and for the betterment of our community. So kudos to them, kudos to our leadership for allowing me to have this opportunity to train those staff. And again, it's all for them. So thank you.
So the DFW Directors Association 2020 Excellence in Mentoring Award, Class 2, Rachel Arroyo, City of Farmers Branch. Next is E5, recognition for being recipient of Game Time Matching Grant for Mallon Park. City of Farmers Branch received a matching grant from Game Time, saving the city $32,632.50 for playground equipment at Mallon Park. Mallon Park is the first park scheduled for playground equipment replacement on the City of Farmers Branch Parks, Recreation, and Open Space Master Plan. And having adopted a master plan was a requirement of the grant. Mallon Park is considered a neighborhood park and is located just a few blocks from Janie Stark Elementary School, making this the perfect place for a dynamic, unique 5 to 12-year-old playground structure. The ordered Ionics play structure combines the beauty of an outdoor art installation with decades of scientific research to create an individualistic play experience to enhance child's strength, balance, coordination, and decision-making skills. The structure promotes imaginative play for children of all ages, and the advanced climbing challenges has special appeal to older children. In addition to the grant, the playground will be expanded to include an adaptive swing unit. This is a ceremonial item, so we don't have any action. Were we able to show the pictures? No. I have them on my iPad. They look wonderful. We'll be sure to figure out how to send them around, maybe in the next newsletter, but will be a nice upgrade to Malin Park, which I think is long overdue for one. So excited to see that take place. Next is E6, a presentation of a 5-year service pin to a Marine Bullet for her service as Contract and Systems Manager in Fleet and Facilities Management. This service award is provided to Marine Bullet for 5 years of service to the City of Farmers Branch. Marine began her career with the city in November 2015 as a Fleet and Facilities Management Program Coordinator, coming to the city with extensive experience and increased responsibility with Yazaki North American, now Elecom Inc. In June 2018, Marine's position was reclassified to Fleet and Facilities Contract and Systems Manager due to the increased responsibility of managing all contracts to include the janitorial services contract. Marine currently manages 23 contracts with the current budget of $943,000. She performs her job at a high level and ensures the contractors perform their services per work scope. The janitorial contract has the most impact on our city's buildings' well-being and appearance and is the most challenging contract to manage, which she does a great job managing. The reports of janitorial issues have decreased significantly over the last year and currently have an average of only one major missed task per month. Marine has been instrumental on the facilities team during COVID-19 pandemic by finding resources to provide premium disinfection service for all fire stations and identified public buildings, manage the janitorial crew activities through the janitorial account manager when the public buildings were shut down, such as building projects and deeper cleaning and disinfecting of facilities. Wrote an employee education article for the React newsletter, worked with janitorial to move to touchless foam soap dispensers in all buildings, changed the HVAC filters to the MERV 13 rated level. She presented to the City Council related to all COVID actions taken by the facilities team and many others. Marine has been an asset to the Farmers Branch Fleet and Facilities Management Department and looking forward to many more years with the city. Please join me in recognizing Maureen for 5 years at the City of Farmers Branch. So it always excites me to be able to deliver these pens to our staff because, as most of us recognize, we wouldn't have the wonderful things in our city and the city wouldn't operate that it needs to accommodate the needs not only of our residents but our businesses as well, without dedicated staff members like Maureen. And, throughout the years, just the length of time that employees stay with the city is just a testament to what a wonderful place it is to work and the opportunities we grant people. And I just want to thank you for your leadership and working with us in the way that you were able to help us, open facilities when others weren't able to and keep them clean and keep people safe. So you're just a wonderful asset to the city, and I just want to thank you for that. So here's your 5-year pen, and if you'd like to say a few words, you can.
I'd just like to I thank the city for the opportunity to serve. It's a pleasure to work in the city since I've been here. Farmers Branch, I love the community, I love the patrons, I love my colleagues and fellow coworkers, and it truly is like family, and it's a great place to work. Thank you.
Next is presentation of a proclamation designating the month of January 2021 as Firefighting Cancer Awareness Month in Farmers Branch. And so, proclamation, Firefighters Cancer Awareness Month, whereas the connection between firefighting and cancer is real. It's killing IAF members at a much higher rate than the general public. As part of efforts to prevent and reduce firefighters' risk of occupational cancer, the IAFF and the Firefighters Cancer Support Network are partnering to designate January as Firefighters Cancer Awareness Month. And whereas the campaign, which kicks off on January 4th, draws attention to the scope of cancer in the fire service and focuses on education, best practices for prevention, and helping survivors of occupational cancer. Resources include safety stand-downs, daily training briefs, fact sheets, and other tools for prevention and mitigation. And whereas firefighter occupational cancer is the leading cause of all line-of-duty death, and the IAFF and FCSN are committed to providing members with the best possible methods of prevention to reduce their risk of cancer. And whereas Firefighter Cancer Awareness Month was established by Convention resolution passes the 2018 IAFF convention with the goal to provide a collaborative network of fire service members to share information and best practices to reduce preventable cancer risks throughout the entire year and beyond. And whereas during the month of January, the IAFF and FCSN will promote cancer awareness and education online and through email communications, social media, and podcasts addressing this important issue. Now, therefore, I, Robert C. Dye, Mayor of the City of Farmers Branch, on behalf of the City Council, do hereby designate January 2021 as Firefighter Cancer Awareness Month.
I'd like to thank you, Mayor Dye, and City Council members. Thank y'all very much, and the city for all y'all do for us, provide, allow us to have the equipment and the systems that we have to reduce our exposure to this cancer that is killing a lot of firefighters in America. So thank y'all very much.
Same here. 2 words, easy. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. In fact, as I don't know if you're aware, one of our firefighters is in treatment right now for cancer. So we're hoping he'll be back around 2 or 3 months from now. But early detection by the city that we had a medical screening, it's early detected, and he's getting treatment right now. So thank you.
Next is, use the microphone. Next is item F. It's a report on study session items, which will be led by Councilmember Baumgartner.
Yes, we had a great study session this afternoon. As always, I'm going to give us a short recap of it, but if there's a topic you have interest in, the entire study session is available online, and you can get more detail. So the first item was A1, which was discuss regular agenda items, and for the first time I can remember, there was a pretty basic regular agenda item, and there were no questions by anybody. A2 was an update from Rob Smith, the Assistant VP of Planning and Development for DART, talking about the redesign of the bus system and the DART bus system. So the goal is to rebalance and to get a better balance between ridership and coverage, with the emphasis being 75% ridership and 25% of the effort being for broader coverage. The target is to give access to as many people as possible with what they're doing. So, they're looking at, this is a long-range plan. It was an update on it. They're looking to launch in January of 2022, the new system, and it will be coming, but it's something that if you're interested in bus ridership, there will be changes coming towards the end of the year. A3 was to discuss code of ethics related to campaign contributions. And we've had several study sessions and conversations about this topic in the past, and we really had a nice breakthrough. Today we looked at Plano's policy, which doesn't limit giving, but what it does do is for councilmen that receive benefits, there's a level that if you receive more than that, anytime that there's a discussion or a vote on that business's topic that does business with the city, that the councilman would have to recuse themselves, and the staff is putting together a recommendation to readjust the policy that will be coming in the future. A4, the topic was to discuss a non-binding ballot survey for use of trash bins for the May 1 elections, and that was generated by a number of people who have been requesting the use of bins. And what we have settled on in the study section is a pilot program that would not require anybody to take a trash bin if they didn't want one, but would give them access to one if they wanted at a cost. So the staff is pulling it together, what that might look like, and it's a pilot. So that there again, that's an ordinance that the staff will be bringing forward in the future. Again, no one will be required. No one that doesn't want a bin would be required to take one. A5 was discussed proposed changes in the Mercer Crossing development, and the residents in that area have, and again, this is several council meetings and emails have voiced a concern over the development of an amphitheater and a heliport and potential office building, and concerns driven by potential crime for people coming to the amphitheater, the heliport noise. And so we've taken a look at that. This is going to be, I think, will probably be another meeting or two as well as we talk about what we're going to do, but most likely we'll be converting the amphitheater and the heliport to some sort of single-family townhomes in that area. And again, the staff is going to work with the developer and the residents to bring back a resolution to allow the changes for the future development. A6 was discussed future agenda items, and Councilman Norwood asked for an update on the changing crime circumstances on primarily the west side following the impact of COVID and the growth on the west side. And Councilman Lynn wanted a conversation or a direction to clean up the corner of Inwood and Alpha. And Mayor Dye would like to have a conversation about the future development of multifamily housing and, to encourage a small percentage of lower cost apartments for the area. Again, that concludes it. If you want more detail, it is available online. And Mayor, that concludes the study session.
Councilmember Baumgartner, thank you very much. Next is item G, Mayor and City Manager's report on items of community interest. Mr. Cox.
Thank you, Mayor. While the COVID restrictions have reduced public gatherings and travel and left many businesses idle, the City of Farmers Branch has been extremely active during the last year, planning and conducting several major renovation projects. The Mansky Library already has a new roof with solar panels and a new parking lot. Preparatory work is now underway to update the bathrooms, add a large makerspace training room and additional meeting space, and bring the entire building into compliance with the ADA requirements. Exterior work has also begun, which will create a large front plaza area with a reflection pool. Rawhide Creek now has tree lighting and 3 nude fountains with rotating color lights. The city's recreation center continues a comprehensive renovation of the lobby, childcare, and fitness areas. The biggest improvements will add 9,300 square feet of fitness space, an indoor turf area, and a new collection of best-in-class fitness equipment. Staff members at the Branch Connection last week organized and presented the first bumper bingo as an outdoor, socially distant version of the popular game. Due to substantial public interest, a second round of the Park and Play Bingo will be held next Wednesday, January the 27th. The Branch Connection also has its first outdoor bazaar scheduled this Saturday, January the 23rd. The free event will allow up to 25 vendors to market unique gifts, home decor, antiques, and specialty items in a socially distant atmosphere. Extra COVID-19 safety protocols will be in place for customers and vendors. A COVID-19 vaccine reminder for Farmers Branch residents categorized as Phase 1A or 1B. Dallas County has an online registry where citizens can enroll to get vaccinated. Go to dallascounty.org/COVID-19 to register or call 469-749-9900 for more details and assistance. The hotline is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, with assistance in English and Spanish. Dallas County has several vaccination hubs where the Moderna COVID vaccine is being administered. Go to dshs.texas.gov for special instructions. Also, as a reminder about Texas Power Switch, that organization is a licensed energy aggregator that facilitates cheaper rates. Sign up is free. Electricity providers then bid against each other in a reverse auction where the best rate wins. Over 40,000 Texans have participated, and those who switched with the last auction saved an average of $452 per year. The current program is a 100% renewable energy plan. Go to texaspowerswitch.com for more information. The next auction will be January the 26th. Finally, you can sign up for e-news at farmersbranchtx.gov to have current city news and information delivered directly to your email box. And with that, that's the city manager's report. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Cox. Next is our citizen comments. There is a 3-minute time limit for each citizen to speak, with a reasonable limitation on speakers for each topic or item, with a maximum of 15 total minutes on that same topic. Anyone wishing to speak shall be courteous and cordial. As you know, we do have a new format. Speaker request forms will be accepted by the city secretary from the time the agenda is posted up until 30 minutes prior to the regular meeting. Individuals not be recognized to speak during the meeting unless this form has been submitted. The process applies to all aspects of the agenda, including public comments, specific agenda items, and public hearings. You can apply in the city and request that in the city manager's office with the city secretary or online under farmersbranchtx.gov in the city council section. Tonight, we only have one person signed up to speak, Rinkesh Desai. Who is not here, so we will. Oh, okay. I guess we have one other, Joyce Benoit. Benoit? No, Joyce Benoit. I don't know. You gotta text me. Just name and address, please.
Joyce Benoit, 3412 Gatwick Place. Mayor, City Council members, beginning on January 13th, candidates for the positions began picking up candidate packets. And today you began discussing changing the finance options for candidates. Your next meeting will be on February 2nd. And within 10 days after that, all filings must be completed. Well, if candidates are already collecting money, how does that work? If you set a limit of $1,000, do they have to give it back? Do they have to give $1 back? How does that work? Also, you defined family as 10 members. Could give $1,000. Well, how are you going to define family? Is that grandparents, uncles and aunts, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters? How do you define it? Some families are huge, and a definition needs to be given to that. So when you consider changing the financing options for a candidate, you're doing a disservice to the citizens of Farmers Branch, I think. Leave it as it is now and change it before the next election. Thank you.
Thank you very much. With that, that will conclude our citizen comment section. Next is our consent agenda. Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I have a motion by Councilmember Rotana.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Baumgartner. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passes unanimously. Next is our regular agenda items. J1 is an economic development and tourism year in review video update. Ms. Cook.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the City of Farmers Branch Economic Development Update for the year 2020. I'm Jeff Brady, coming to you from the City of Farmers Branch City Hall. Well, let's go ahead and say it. The year 2020 was the one no one expected. And while the city's economic development team is working hard to attract new businesses to Farmers Branch, an equal amount of time and effort in 2020 went into the support and guidance of current existing local businesses just to keep them in place and in the black. Regardless, 2020 had some major commercial milestones. In February, Trinity Industries announced that they were moving their headquarters to International Plaza at 14221 North Dallas Parkway. Up to 100 full-time employees will move into the space after final renovations. Trinity Industries joins Tenet as new occupants of the former home of J.P. Morgan. As the coronavirus pandemic descended on Dallas County, however, many businesses and public buildings were shut down in an effort to stem the spread of COVID-19. But the diversity of the Farmers Branch economy proved vital.
Diversity really helped the city of Farmers Branch during the COVID-19 closures, because while a lot of cities have predominantly non-essential businesses, we had a healthy blend of essential, non-essential businesses. We are not dominated by one industry that had to close down. So the health of our diversified economic sector really helped us come out in a strong financial situation. The creativity of our business owners was really highlighted when we saw examples of big game football. They were retooling from a football manufacturer to making masks. And a lot of businesses had to find a way to rethink what they were doing. But they're really getting creative on how they're doing their work and how they're spacing out employees and how they have a hybrid of a work from home situation. So businesses and the people that run our large and small businesses alike stepped up to the challenge, and they're really creative how to reinvent themselves.
In the first quarter, our Economic Development Department started calling large and small employers to determine how the city could assist. Small businesses were hit particularly hard and needed the most immediate attention. Several larger employers helped Farmers Branch restaurants by ordering to-go meals for their local staff. Mayor Robert Dye offset the cost of local residents ordering takeout from Farmers Branch restaurants with his popular Meals on the Mayor offer. And our economic development team helped identify and promote a state grant program for local restaurateurs.
We created on March 23rd the Texas Restaurant Relief Fund. We have given out more than 400 grants. Many of these are unrestricted grants that give just cash in hands to the restaurants to keep their operations going and to support their employees.
In March, Cox Farms opened as an anchor tenant in Mustang Station. Other confirmed tenants slowed interior finish out due to the COVID-19 crisis, but are now moving ahead. Cedar Creek Brew House, Roots Southern Table, Red Sticks Asian Street Food, and Starwood Cafe all plan to open by late spring 2021.
We're very excited for Cedar Creek to come into the area. I've known those guys for a couple of years now, and it's going to be fun to be their neighbors again. The more people that we bring together to this complex, the more eyes that get in front of all of our businesses. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic to see people out on the patio, enjoying a beer, enjoying their food, and then looking down on our beautiful store and say, hey, you know, I want to stop in and just see what they have, and it's going to be a fun experience.
In addition, the Economic Development team secured several pallets of food donated by El Rancho Supermarket to help Metro Crest Services manage a shortage in April. During the summer, federal CARES funding for businesses impacted by the pandemic was allocated to Farmers Branch through Dallas County. A primary component was the city's partnership with development firm Team Better Block to create temporary outdoor spaces or parklets for restaurants to offer an outdoor socially distanced seating option. Cuquitas, Cadillac Barbecue, Odd Muse Brewery, and Nuevo Leon were among the first restaurants to build the outdoor patio spaces.
Because of the pandemic, we are only open at 50% capacity. As you can well imagine, the outdoor patio, the parklet that is being installed is going to be a huge, huge help for us that will really help us to increase our business. And I think this is just going to be a really fun place for people to kind of meet and hang out and have a drink and grab some tacos. I think it's just going to be the blessing that we really, really needed.
Native coffee owner Luke Jackson says the parklet concept was innovative and demonstrated the proactive mindset of the city's economic development team.
the idea of getting something completely free from your local government was just like, I have no idea where this is going to go, so I just held my hands kind of open and, working with John and Andrew and Jason, who actually built, our whole parklet. It was pretty amazing. I just think it's really exciting and cool that local government's kind of leading that. And what a cool project to kind of even start that by building these outdoor spaces, using that money to help businesses, but also like have a vision and direction for the city. I'm super excited about that, even outside of our shop.
To bolster the health of the West Side industrial sector, Mercer Business Park secured a lease in July with Vanity Arts to fill 115,000 square feet. Scout and Cellar leased an additional 25,000 square feet. For residents and developers, several marquee city programs accelerated reinvestment in residential neighborhoods during 2020. The Neighborhood Revitalization Program continued to move forward with 11 older, unimproved homes demolished and cleared. The lots were put up for sale on the MLS website. In addition, 9 residents applied for the Demo Rebuild Program. The cash grant and tax rebate offer helps homeowners build their ideal new dream homes at affordable prices in Farmers Branch. Also, the first Neighborhood Partnership Program was submitted and approved in August. Homeowners in the Wooded Creek subdivision received grant funding to help with new marsh lane fences. The project should be complete in February. The second NPP application was approved in December for landscape upgrades to the Terra Place neighborhood. Like others across the country, however, Farmers Branch hotels suffered major losses during the coronavirus pandemic as people essentially stopped traveling, especially in the summer.
Hotels in general took about a 70 to 80% drop in revenue year over year, and that's pretty substantial. We're starting to see group travel return some because previously group was just pushing back and pushing back and pushing back. And we're excited because now we have some soccer teams coming in for tournaments, and adds a little bit more excitement and flair to the hotel.
During the first quarter, local hotels saw an average amount of travel. Soccer, basketball, and cheer tournaments accounted for 1,578 room nights in Farmers Branch hotels from January to March. April, May, and June, however, were quiet months as hospitality slowed to a crawl nationwide. In July, there was a slight uptick in sports and business group travel with 220 room nights for a hockey tournament. The U90C soccer tournament received a state grant and Farmers Branch corporate loyalty assistance to secure almost 500 room nights. Later in the year, the Defeaters Kicks Thanksgiving Showcase brought 602 room nights to Farmers Branch hotels. Another large soccer tournament brought 850 room nights, and the Bloomin' Bluegrass Festival brought 529 room nights. Looking ahead, 3 major tournaments have already been booked for 2021. Another plus, the number of Farmers Branch hotels actually grew this year with the opening of the Hampton Inn on the west side near the Omni, adding 116 rooms. Another big win, Southwestern Health Resources. A merger of Texas Health Resources and UT Southwestern announced in October the new company would consolidate offices at Browning Place for a 150,000 square foot lease to accommodate 900 employees.
If we looked back 2 years, our organization was in 11 different locations. And we've been making a conscious effort to try to get people together, to be working together in proximity so that we can have that collaborative feel, building that culture and that team. And as you can see behind us, we're starting that transition as we look to bring all 900 employees under one roof in the Browning Place building in Farmers Branch. There were just a few areas that really fell in what we referred to as our heat zone for our employees. And Farmers Branch was one of those locations that was easy access, it was a good community, and of course we fell for the building that we're moving into as well, which is a great space and a great campus. And we're just really excited about that opportunity.
And perhaps the year's biggest economic win, a developer has now been chosen to design and build a major destination mixed-use property around the area known as Mustang Station. The development would include a new arts district for the city. Though the pandemic is not over, the local economy is showing resilience and even resurgence.
The shops at Mustang Station are really just a snapshot of the overall economy in the city of Farmers Branch. And so when you drive through here, you see signs of hope. You hear right now crews at work doing the interior finish out for the tenants that had delays in 2020. So we know there were delays and there were hardships, but we're so thankful for the signs of hope that we see now. And we're going to sit on a patio in 2021 and we're going to talk about these stories of the people and their perseverance.
Overall, Farmers Branch and its commercial partners have proven to be adaptable and tenacious, even during a tough year like 2020, with great expectations for the next year, 2021. And that'll do it for the Farmers Branch Economic Development Update for calendar year 2020. Your economic development team continues to work hard each and every day to bring new businesses here to Farmers Branch and to encourage existing businesses to stay. We'll be back in a few months with a look back at the first quarter of 2021, hopefully with a very different environment, both medically and economically. Until then, I'm Jeff Brady for FBTV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here next time.
A second time? Yeah. Okay. I don't even know what I said. Okay. I'm freezing. It was a cold day. So first of all, I wanted to thank some people that are here tonight. Our entire economic development team is here tonight. Amy Mueller and Stephanie Hall do a lot of the heavy lifting, and they are to my right. They're right there. Can you please give them a round of applause? They're just amazing. Now I've embarrassed them. Our tourism team is not here tonight. I'm sure they're watching, but Nancy Cardwell, Meredith Dowdy, and Ann Stokes are highly creative, and part of their creativity is sitting on your desk tonight. The Lysol can, if you look closely enough, there's a year in review, and all of the milestones from our two departments are listed on this can. So that we usually do a book, but we thought a Lysol wipe would be an appropriate gift for such a different type of year. I'd also like to thank Jeff Brady for helping with this video. This is our first video to do together, and it was a delight working with him, and Roby Bass as always. So thank you, Jeff, wherever you are. I know you're here.
He stepped out immediately.
Obviously. So we hope you enjoy your gift. And I did have an update for the shops at Mustang Station. I've talked to many of the tenants and just wanted to briefly let you know their plans for opening. They all have a little bit different dates. And they've had some obvious delays. So the Cedar Creek Brewhouse and Eatery, they are quoting spring, but really he said late March. He hates to give out a specific date with the 50% restaurant occupancy. That's their hurdle for training new staff. Roots Southern Table, Tiffany Derry said she is training her people in March and they are opening in April. And that's her plan. And if you know it, you know her, that's going to happen. Red Sticks Asian Street Food, Uno Amanavag is opening late spring, which probably means early June, late May, or May. Starwood Cafe opens February 4th. So in just a few weeks, we can all meet for breakfast and coffee and sit at the shops at Mustang Station, which we have waited to do for quite a long time. So we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions for me regarding the video or the shops, I'm here for now.
Anyone have any questions? Mike? And Michael? No. All right, none from us. Just thank you for all your efforts, all that you guys continue to do. It's very appreciative, and we look forward to what you bring next quarter.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next is J2, consider approving resolution number 2021-017, authorizing the purchase of a 2021 Pierce Custom Velocity PUC pumper for the fire department through the Houston-Galveston Area Council Cooperative Purchasing Program in the amount of $756,471 and take appropriate action. Chief Vargas.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, City Manager. My name is Gabriel Vargas, Fire Chief, and I'm recommending to approve Resolution 2021-017 to purchase one Pierce apparatus. It is a replacement vehicle for Station Number 2, and the budget is found in a capital budget of amount of $780,000. There are two types of fire apparatus that the city has. One is called an aero device, which is a big ladder attached on the fire apparatus. And another one is a fire engine, which the main purpose is just to
to transport water. The City of Farmers Branch has 3 fire engines, engine 132. We just need to share your screen. Can you get it? There. Like that. Was that it? Right there? This one. Okay, good. Okay. Thank you, sir. We have 3 fire engines in the City of Farmers Branch. One is located at Station 2, engine 132, and we have 2 more at Station 1, engine 131 and the reserve engine. An aerial device, we have 3 as well in the City of Farmers Branch. So the first one is a truck 131 at Station 1 and 2 more at Station 3, which is Quick 133 and the reserve aerial. The proposal here is to replace the 2004 reserve engine, and the black text indicates our current fleet as of today, recommending to purchase a new fire engine. And by doing that, the current engine 132 will now become the reserve engine. And there she is. And what's next? In about 2 to 3 years, the recommendation through the replacement schedule program is to purchase a new fire aerial to replace the 2005 reserve aerial. And the whole goal is to replace the apparatus after 17 years of life. The first 12 years is meant to be the frontline status, whereas the 5 years is meant for the reserve. It's a partnership with Fleet and Fire to get this program. And the whole purpose is to develop a program to maintain a modern fleet fire program to respond to 911 calls. Mayor and Council, any questions?
Thank you, Chief Vargas, for the presentation. Does anyone have any questions for Chief at this time? No? We don't have anyone signed up to speak, and this item is marked for action. So if anyone would like to make a motion.
Mayor, I move to approve Resolution 2021-017.
I have a motion by Councilmember Lynn.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Norwood. Oh, we'll get you next time, Mr. Driscoll. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. J3, consider approving resolution number 2021-006, authorizing a contract with Fuquay, Inc. for B Street and Springvale Lane sanitary sewer improvements pursuant to the 2020 Dallas County Community Development Block Grant Program, the CDBG funds, and take appropriate action. Mr. Bentley.
Mayor, members of the council, I know y'all are going to tired of seeing me up here, but hopefully we'll have a little gap between the times from tonight and the next time. But what you have on the agenda tonight are basically 2 projects that kind of relate. They're both CDBG program funding from Dallas County. The first one is our standard biannual funding that we get from Dallas County, and that's to replace the sanitary sewer along the alley in B Street and Springvale sanitary sewer. Those sewers are basically clay tile and were built placed in the ground in 1955. So they're well due their time of replacement. So with that said, I'm asking for your approval on that resolution 2021-006.
Do we have any questions for Mr. Bentley at this time? Yeah. Go ahead, Mr. Lynn.
After we do this, along with what we've already spent, are we going to have any money left in the fund?
$1.4 million.
Very good.
Okay. Mr. Driscoll, do you have any questions?
No, not at this time.
Okay, thank you. We don't have anyone signed up to speak. This item is marked for action.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 2021-006.
I have a motion by Councilmember Ratana.
Second.
Huh?
Second.
Yeah, I'll give this second to Mr. Driscoll. So, any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passes unanimously. Next is J4, consider approving resolution number 2021-015, authorizing a contract with Fuquay, Inc. for Dennis Lane sanitary sewer improvements pursuant to the 2020 Dallas County Community Development Block Grant Program, CDBG, CARES Act project funds, and take appropriate action. Mr. Bentley.
Mayor and Council, again, this is a CDBG program. This comes from the CARES Act. This is additional funding we got. Not every city got it. Because we produce our plans fairly quickly and are able to spend the money they give us, they awarded us an additional $350,000 this year. So we put together another program with replacing the sanitary sewer line on Dennis Street. That sewer line is, again, it's clay tile and it was put in 1960. One thing I do want to mention, we are using trenchless technology for both of these projects. And the reason why we're doing that is the B Street and Springville are in alleys. We don't have a lot of room, so we don't want to get equipment back there to tear everything up. And then also Dennis Street is like 20 feet deep. So if we were to go in there and cut the street to do that, it would take out the entire street and we'd have enormous cost to put the street back. So that's the reasoning we're doing the trenchless technologies on these two projects. But there again, I'm asking your approval on resolution 2021 and 015.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Bentley on this item? Seeing none, we don't have anyone signed up to speak. It is marked for action. Look for someone to make a motion.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 2021-015 as presented.
I have a motion by Councilmember Rotana. Second by Councilmember Lynn. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passes unanimously.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Next is to take any action necessary as a result of the closed executive session. And from that, I would like to make a motion to reject the complaint and release the internal report to the public. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Norwood. Is there any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Passes unanimously. That is dismissed. Saying that we don't have any more business, I will end the council meeting at 6:58. Hope everyone has a good night. Thanks.
Thank you.